What happened to Venus 3.30 billion years ago? Did life on Earth originate on Venus? As we mentioned in the last episode, if you achieve warp speed flight, when setting out towards the vast cosmic stars, astronomers share a creepy natural story. 4 billion years ago, an alien spacecraft arrived in our solar system. The goal was to detect the presence of life here. The focus of their attention was the second and third places in the habitable zone. Of the 3 planets in the solar system, the 2 planets are similar in size. Like twin brothers, the alien spacecraft first detected the 3rd planet. It turned out that it was covered in a thick layer of lava. There was no sign of any mature life form. And then they explored the 2nd planet, but they saw a scene that looked like heaven. A blue ocean, a strong magnetic field, a temperate atmosphere, and calm land. All these indications suggest that this planet may have harbored life, and that planet was Venus. The story sounds like one of those ghost stories told by astronomers, because 4 billion years ago, the environment of Venus and today's Earth were strikingly similar, and the Earth at that time was just a blazing fireball. There's a hypothesis that the seeds of life on Earth may have originated from our twin brother, Venus. Over the next 3.30 billion years, an advanced civilization may have developed on Venus. But about 700 million years ago, a mysterious event suddenly occurred. Venus unexpectedly left the Sun's habitable zone, and Earth took its place. About 540 million years ago, Earth experienced the Cambrian explosion of life. From then on, the rapid evolution of life began. It's only been 540 million years. While Venus was a habitable planet 4 billion years ago, it suddenly left the habitable zone 700 million years ago. It had the conditions for the development of life for up to 3.30 billion years, which is 5 times longer than on Earth. The reason why astronomers tell this story is that a planet's habitable situation is not permanent. Every year, the Earth moves away from the Sun at a speed of 0.9 meters. This means that we have used up 70% of our time in the habitable zone. The other 30% may be hundreds of millions of years away. But if one day, Earth also suffered the fate of Venus, and we suddenly learned that we only have 100 years left in the habitable zone, what are we going to do about it? Maybe leave Earth? Immigrate to the stars? Space will become humanity's only option. But here's the thing, we have discovered other matters. Is it a living planet? In 1610, Galileo invented the first astronomical telescope in human history, and he used it to see Jupiter, although the image was very blurry. In 1668, 25-year-old Newton invented the first reflecting astronomical telescope, which eliminates the aperture effect. Let's see the true face of Jupiter. It's not that it has 2 arms, it has a thin aura. However, after Newton, telescope technology remained stagnant for more than 200 years, until 1905. The 25-year-old Albert Einstein proposed that gravitational force bends light. This inspired us to use massive celestial bodies as lenses. The concept of gravitational lenses. If we launch a satellite into space to act as eyepieces for telescopes, then gravitational force becomes boundless. Such a device can help humans observe the universe in depth. The mirror was born. This imagination is truly amazing. Einstein's prophecy finally came true. Today, 104 years later, humans launched the Kepler Space Telescope, using a gravitational lens to observe distant planets. Although our technology has not yet lived up to Einstein's expectations, we've been able to see through the gravitational lens to observe the distant stars. Last year, the James Webb Space Telescope became a hot topic. It is the fulfillment of Einstein's prophecy, using gravitational lenses to help us observe those distant planets. Of course, gravitational lens technology alone is not enough to reveal all the secrets. Is there oxygen on the planet? This requires the use of spectroscopy. This method was proposed by James Lovelock. He is the founder of the Gaia hypothesis and was also a legendary scientist. In the past 10 years, with the help of space telescopes and spectroscopy, we've found some habitable planets. And here's the exciting part. Proxima Centauri, our nearest star, located 4.2 light-years away, in its habitable zone, there's a planet similar to Earth. It's called Proxima Centauri b. Although we're not sure if there's life on it yet, it seems to have a strong magnetic field. to protect the possible life on this planet and offer asylum. Proxima Centauri b has a significantly different era from Earth. It is tidally locked to its own star. One side always faces the sun, while the other side is always in darkness. This creates a day-night transition zone on the planet, a magic zone of replacement. It's always dawn and dusk here. The gravity of Proxima Centauri b is 1.1 times that of Earth. It is very livable. Maybe in the future, humans will take over this place. It could become a huge transit station, witnessing the end of Earth's era and the dawn of the interstellar age. Although our current propulsion technology can only reach 10% of the speed of light, perhaps from Proxima, we will go faster than light with a breakthrough in warp drive technology. Then we will start from here to the Valley Galaxy, 100 light-years away. The Valley Galaxy consists of a red dwarf with a system composed of 7 planets. After careful study by astronomers, they finally locked onto the system. There is one called Haumea, a dark green planet, located on the edge of the habitable zone. This green is tempting, but it's not really a forest. It's liquid methane and ammonia. As we continue to explore the transit zone, we found another planet named Tangaroa. It has blue skies and white clouds, looking almost identical to Earth, except it has no moon. Instead, it has a ring. On Tangaroa, what you see is no longer a bright moon in the night sky, but a halo. Here are forests and coasts. With fresh air, it feels like a paradise tailor-made for humans. However, when anthropologists began to tell the story, they offered a different idea. This is not paradise. It was humanity's destination. We've only just begun our journey, and the final outcome of humanity is still far in the future. Anthropologists named the planets in Hawaiian Haumea and Tangaroa, translated as star and sea god respectively. This is the third part of the prophecy, because the ancestors of the Hawaiians, 5,000 or 6,000 years ago, already showed us the final possible outcome for interstellar space. Thanks for listening. Next time we will reveal the final outcome and the most tragic ending. If you like it, remember to like and follow. Thank you.